And hello and welcome back to Hollowponds Solo Sagas, and today we will be playing our ultimate episode for Series 1 of Pirate Borg. Hello and yes, welcome back to my subscribers. If you have not yet subscribed, please could you consider subscribing? Standard stuff. Thank you so much to all of the members at the moment of the, I think various things I've called it various things over time. The Adventurers Guild. Thank you very much, and thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you very much for all of the support of everyone. Somebody gave the most recent super thanks was from Old Desert Gal. Thank you very much indeed. It's very much appreciated. Thank you, and thank you for your kind words when you did the super thanks as well. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much, and thank you for all of your watch time and everybody's support and all the questions and the comments. Someone a little while ago went back to the beginnings, right back to the early days. The first video I put up, Notorious, which makes me cringe now, but I leave it there because it's the same thing. I don't know if you paint miniatures, but one of the things that is often said about when you paint miniatures is don't repaint some of your early miniatures. Keep them, and then you can see how things have progressed. Don't just destroy the past to keep the miniatures. Anyway, thank you very much for all your support. Enough of my nonsense. On with the show. Pirate Borg, our ultimate episode, the end of Series 1, where hopefully Captain Pete and his crew will grab hold of a ship, won't we? We got our eye on the Jade Rebellion. Big broadside frigate. Loads of broadsides. We'll be able to load that hole full of ash, get it back and make our fortune. That's if there is anything to come back for, because what we'll do to start off with this episode is we'll instantly go into working out what in our Dark Caribbean has been going on as we've been following through. In the last few days, lots of stuff has been going on in the Dark Caribbean. To recap, so one of the things that we know will definitely happen today is a lone figure is going to wander out of the jungle, and we are going to have a wave of undead coming. That's one of the things that we discussed last session that we'll have today. But what else is happening in the... only one thing. We have, this is the last thing for... actually, this would end... So if we have to show you the book. So it's broken down into chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, 4, 5, 6. So we would say the end of this is the last part of chapter 3, which is under the Eldritch Tides of Doom, and that is the Kraken Awakens. Kraken attacks. Over 500 ships have been lost at sea. Large rewards are offered, none are collected. So basically, the Kraken has awoken and is attacking ships out at sea. So we're going to try and get a ship and sail it off to where we lost our... Well, this is the aim. This is what we're going to plan to do. Now, if I remember rightly, lads, we were saying somewhere along this coastline here, we lost our ship, the Fountain Voyager. And the Fountain Voyager there, and its hull is stacked full of ash, because I don't know if you remember, but I took you, lads. I remember, Captain. Yes, it was a very scary time, Captain. Yes, it was here, lad, but we took you off, and we went off, and we got lots of ash. And now we're going to go get that ash back, and we're going to be rich, I tell you. I'm going to be able to wear a dapper suit and have a nice little estate and dogs and go hunting at the weekend. Not that you should do anymore, because I believe it's banned. I think it's banned. I think that got banned. Should have done anyway. We have got, they've all went to sleep. We've poisoned the crew, well, hopefully, we've poisoned the crew of the Jade Rebellion. We've definitely done for a couple of the seniors within the crew. We've got at least 20 people who are willing to be the crew. They're all scurvy lads, but they'll do. And what we said was, I couldn't get enough piratey miniatures together to do a big combat. So we might do a scene resolution for raiding the Jade Rebellion and taking the Jade Rebellion, see if that works. If not, we'll go for the sloop, because we'll be able to take that one ourselves. And then we will take the Jade Rebellion out of port. So this is the plan. We don't know if it's going to work. It might fail. We'll have a fallback plan. But always aim for the stars. And then we'll end off with a bit of... I've got the ships out from the the little miniature naval game, and we will do a bit of a battle and see how that flows, and then we'll close. They'll be out at sea, and they can sail off, go find our fortune. So, first off, new morning, we're all woken up. Next thing we've got to do, we've got to try and work out what we're going to be doing next. So we're going to switch, so it's just for this morning. So we're going to do a scene check. Well, we're going to change the chaos factor. We're going to say the chaos factor is gone to 1. Expected scene. So nothing peculiar happens to this bit. So first off, we'll awaken in the morning. We're leaving. We're going to go and start to get the various people riled up to come and attack the Jade Rebellion. So let's see. I think we're going to have a 50-50 chance. We'll do one to start off with, a fate thing. Has our person, our weird person with the dark eyes, I'll read this to you. A lone figure emerges from the jungle. His eyes are as black as the abyss. He is terrible to behold. This is going to be the equivalent of, what was his name in Game of Thrones? The Ice King, who was leading the frozen undead horde. This is going to be the equivalent, who's going to lead a load of undead out of the jungle, and they're going to sweep through, and we're going to have to do, we'll do some combat. Now, has he come through now? No, not yet. Okay, so we're going to go around town. Right, now, we're going to go get everyone lumped together, and then we'll try and sneak over and attack the Jade Rebellion now, and then go, because I've had enough of this place. We've got our treasure together. Let's get our crew and go. So, can they go round and just rile up everybody? So basically, they're trying to go around, speak to everyone that they remembered who they contacted, and get them all going. What can we do for doing that? We've no longer got our ghost potion anymore. Let's see, is he still a ghost? No, because that's a DR 14 to keep going as a ghost, so he's not. So he's no longer a ghost. All right, we'll go for the charm. We'll go for our Captain Pete is going to attempt to roll a normal charm. He's got -2 on charming. It's raining. The world's falling apart. Anybody who is still here doesn't want to be here. So all of these down at hearts, you know, they're rough and tumbles. They're not hard to convince to get on board a ship and leave this place and potentially get their fortune. It's not difficult to convince them to do that. Normally, you'd have to Shanghai people to get them on board your ship. Now, they'll pay you to get on board the ship. So we'll give him just a basic, so we'll say it's an easy one. So 8 seems to be easy as easy. 6 is easy from landlord, 12 is normal. So 10 or 8. We'll say 8, which means all he needs to roll is 6, because he's got a -2 DR for charming. I think that's to do with his hat. And he's got a presence of +2, so he needs to roll 4s. 14. Okay, so easily he goes around town. So we'll describe the scene. So we'll spend some money on grog. So how much is grog? So we'll spend. So grog is what good rum is 3 silver. So 3 silver, good rum. We're going to spend 300 and get basically a lot of really good rum. So bottles of rum, we're going to go around, and so we've got 20 crew that we wanted to get going and some extras. We'll go remember who they are. We've got like, we'll keep coming back, and we'll spend most of the morning with Stains, Bates, Exor, and Captain Pete. Now what we were going to do is we're going to go and give everybody a bottle of rum and wake them up and say good morning and how are you today? But we'll do that in the old Navy way, which means we're going to give them a good old kicking and tell them it's time to take the boat. And that's what they'll do. So, now we've got everyone rallied up together. We've all got their rum. Everyone's like raring to go. At this point, we're going to say that figure with the black eyes comes staring through. So we're all standing around. It's raining. We've got people rallied up. We've got people around us. People are looking at us going, well, I wonder what he's doing. He seems to be getting everybody really excited. And so we're in the Black Coral Bay, which is this part here. And so, which looks like this. Now, out of the jungles, at the top of this crest, we'll say, stands a figure. and in the pouring rain, lightning crackles in the background. There's a glow around him. Maybe the jungle starts to burn as it gets hit by lightning to give it a nice cinematic effect. Black smoke, and he will, over the church, he's going to stand there in a booming voice, will say, what's he going to say? He's going to say, the blight of the living can no longer be allowed to stand. Me and my friends and my folk and my kindred are going to take you back to the abyss. I know, made that up. And then all these zombies are going to pile over the top here. And this is down to, what do we have here? We've got the undead, now known as the Scourge, ravaged settlements and ports, state of an emergency declared. That's the middle of chapter 3 under the Scourge, the Scourge of the New World. So we're basically ending chapter 3 for this series. So we've done chapters 1, 2 and 3 for this series. And so this is the undead are going to start pouring over here. And everybody is starting to scream. We've got the marketplace. Everyone's turning as undead starts piling through the streets. People are being taken down by the undead. We've got a variety of undead just bounding all over the place. So let's say we're going to have Captain Pete. He's got a group of these people around him. He needs to rally them up and get them to go towards the Jade Rebellion, because the dark is, you know, though it's morning, it's still quite dark because we've had the bad weather, and the bad weather comes from this was in chapter 1. The climate shifts, skies darken, storms rage, and a foul mist is omnipresent. So this is the area around here. We've not had good weather for ages now. All of the undead are piling through the streets. They're screaming. I mean, people are running in chaos. People are stealing from each other. There's various different things going on. Is Captain Pete going to see an opportunity to get some stuff? Let's see. Give him presents 14. Yes. Okay. Now, lads. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to rally us up and we're going to go take that Jade Rebellion. Bates there, lad. Grab us a couple of those bananas from that stall. Now, everyone up, grab a stick, grab a club, grab whatever you got, off to the Jade Rebellion with us. So they're all going to try going. So we'll give him, so it's not difficult, like I was saying, it's not difficult to get them rallied up because they don't want to be here anyway. But now, they definitely don't want to be here. Just imagine, like, you've gone to the shops, you don't really want to go there, you don't want to do the shopping, you've got something else you wanted to do this afternoon. But now imagine you're at the shopping centre and there's loads of zombies piling through the door. You definitely don't want to be there, and you're more than happy to go home, and these are more than happy to go to the Jade Rebellion. So let's do a nice roll. Oh, 15s, all right. So if we go for if we put 2 on top of that for the charm, that puts us at 17. And then he's got presents of 2, so that goes to 19s. Everyone's going, yes, let's go take the Jade Rebellion. And they'll all come piling down these streets towards the port. We'll say that's the Jade Rebellion, yeah, but it's a bit small. Jade Rebellion is much bigger. Big sort of, well, that maybe? Does that look like a Jade Rebellion to you? Does that look like a Jade Rebellion to you? Yeah, that'll do. So, piling down the streets towards the Jade Rebellion. Everyone's chaos, so let's do, I don't know, we'll have, let's chuck in a couple of zombies we're going to throw 2, one of them big zombies is going to come wading in. We're going to have to fight a handful of zombies to get through the streets towards the Jade Rebellion. We'll have a grog zombie breaks our way, and maybe the Admiral? No, we'll do, okay, here we go. It's really chaotic at the moment. I reckon 50-50. This is going to turn out, no, I know it's going to turn. Do we have to fight the Admiral? No. I knew that. So he doesn't turn up. I thought yeses. I thought this was meant to gear towards yeses because it makes it more what you want happening. Or let's do a scene check. No, it's expected scene. All right, so we've got the grog barrel and 2 deck ghouls. That is going to be quite a lot to fight. And we will have us, and we'll chuck in 2 normal pirates. So we need 2 pirates who we can have them devour, and then we'll have the grog barrel who's got an HP of 20, and 2 deck ghouls that bounces around. Right, so we've got one massive grog barrel. As we're just approaching the edge of the port. We're coming along the edge here. We're just coming past, so that would be the Green Kraken. We've come around the outside of the marketplace and we're just coming down the main street here, and just coming out of a side street comes barreling out one of the grog barrels, and bounding from the other side comes 2 of those deck ghouls, and they bump straight into the 4 of us and 2 of the people who come from the street. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the 2 people that come from the street and hit points of 6 each. They'll have no pluses to their dice rolls, and they've got just like bits of club, so they're doing D4 damage each. So they're just straight dice rolls for both of them. They've come barreling out and they've bumped into us, and then now we are going to have to take on 2 grog barrels, a grog barrel and 2 deck ghouls to be able to get through to the other side and then see what comes up on the other way. So first off, as they've come bundling through, Gamepete's going to say, "Hold on, lads!" Oh no, what's that? What's his agility? His agility is +3, so that means we go first. So we get to go first, which means Captain Pete will pull out his flintlock, he will point it at the grog barrel, and he is going to attempt to shoot, because definitely it's the biggest thing. It's lumbering forwards, although Captain Pete is a bit back, because he's one of those people who likes to lead from the back. He doesn't like to take control, he doesn't like to boss people around too much. He likes to lay back, let them all work their own ways out. So he's going to attempt to shoot at the grog barrel. None of these things have armor anyway, but if you remember, black powder pierces all armor, it doesn't affect armor. So this thing is moving really slow, so it's only got DR10 to hit. Captain Pete pulls out his flintlock and he goes bang. He's got a presence of +2, which means he needs to roll 8s to hit the grog barrel. I don't think there's any more, though it is raining. So normally, because it's raining and it's very lightning, because of shooting, we do a +2. So that means it is 10s. He needs to roll 10s. An 8 misses. So he fires, but he's going to burn one of his devil's luck to re-roll that, to give himself a chance to re-roll that, because, you know, let's get this out of the way. 9, he also misses. He's going to burn another one of his devil's luck, because this must be, there goes the airplane. Look, I told you, as soon as I start recording, the airplane's going over. Try again. Come on, Captain Pete. Come on, 13s, that hits. So he shoots the grog barrel, banging the big old dummy. Now he's only got 1 devil's luck left. Doing 2d4, 4. 6 points of damage to the grog barrel. Oh no, we said 12 because of his gun. So 6 points, putting it down to 14 hit points. Guy's got a lot of attacks. Maybe I'll get, doing 2. A bilge, a vomit on one person, and then an attack on another. So, then we've got young Ixil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shoot the same thing the captain shot and get that thing out way. Now, I've got a presence of +1, and that's about it. So it would normally be a 10, so I need 9s. So he needs to roll 9, but +2 because of the rain, so he needs 11s. 3, no, he misses, and he's not going to use up any of the captain's devil's luck for doing that. So that's another shot, another wasted shot from XO, who apart from the second combat, XO has not been that great. And he's got a nice new musket. Staines is going to see one of the little jumpy things, and he's going to run in with fists. I don't know, so I don't know if stun grog breath. He's got grog breath, so he could stun one of them, but I don't know if he could do that at this time. The hammer is -2, so maybe he'll use hammer instead. So they need 14s to hit. He's got his hammer. He's going to charge in with a hammer and try and attack one of the deck ghouls. Though with fists, he could actually kill one of the deck ghouls if he rolls 2 4s. And he's going to use fists. He's going to charge in with fists and attempt to punch one of them. I'm going to punch one of these deck ghouls in the face. 8 is no good. 8 + 3, that's an 11. He needs a 14 to hit it. So he moves in, but the floor is really slippy and there's loads of rubbish and detritus, so he slips on it, and I don't really like this very much. Bates is going to try and shoot one of the deck ghouls. Now he needs 14s. He has a presence of +3, so he needs 11s. And then it's +2, so he needs to roll, I can't remember, so 14 to hit it, 16 +3, he needs 13s. Oh, young, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I think Bates will just go, like, he's tried to do a shot, that's failed, he'll charge in. Now we've got the two normal ones, they are both, so we've got a standard pirate tied up thing, He's got an eye patch, but obviously he doesn't need it because he's flipped it up so he can see what he's doing. Holding a chair leg in both hands, he's going to charge into the big grog thing. Actually, let's give him, I don't know, an 8 morale. No, he's fine. And the other one, 8 morale. They're both fine. They're both like all up, hopped up on cheap rum and rousing speeches. I'm not going to use that D20 anymore. That D20 is rubbish. So they'll go charging in. They need 10s to whack this grog barrel. First one goes charging into the grog barrel, gets a 19. Hits the grog barrel, D4 damage. 3 points, taking the grog barrel down to 11 hit points. And the second one will charge in to hit the grog barrel and misses. Bumps, smacks it in the belly and it just bounces off. Their turn, grog barrel. Grog barrel will turn and it's going to punch one of these things in the face. So he tries to dodge it. He needs to roll. This is one with the tie up thing. And the other one's going to have a peg leg. So the peg leg one. Peg leg one is standard peg leg pirate. He's hobbling up, trying to whack it, and he got no. He's going to have to try and dive out of the way. He needs to roll against 12s to get out of the way. Missing, so the grog barrel is going to slam him for a D10 slam damage. Doing 8 points of damage based on his 6 hit points. Just smashes his head down. The dude with he's got a piratey hat, took to the side. Chair leg, bounce around on his peg leg. His head gets pushed straight into his chest and torso. There's a bit of a unrealistic gout of blood comes spilling out across the wet floors. The rain comes down, and this pirate just falls over backwards. And the one next to him is potentially going to get hit by some vomit. He needs to roll 12s to dodge. 13. This pile of bilious vomit comes out of the grog barrel, and the guy with the eye patches flipped up headband dodges out of the way as it just splashes across all the muddy floor. Some lightning cracks at the top, and the two deck ghouls, they're going to go for our lot. We'll have standard Captain, XO, Staines, Bates. Captain, first one is going to dive at the captain. The captain has got a DR, so he needs to defend against a DR 14. He's acrobatic, so that drops it down to a 12. He's got an agility of 3, which drops it down to 9s. Our captain needs to roll 9s to dodge this deck ghoul that's bounding up on all fours and running towards him, 14. The captain backpedals back, slips on the ground as the deck ghoul dives and then dives straight over him. And Captain Pete rolls and gets up as the other deck ghoul is going to go for Bates. Bates is going, that's it, Captain. Oh, he dodged it. As Bates, as Bates is getting so excited that the deck ghoul has come racing up, and Bates just jumps to the side as he slides, and the deck ghoul slides around in the mud and then comes over to the other side. That's everyone. New round. That's definitely our people. Captain Pete cannot use his pistol anymore. So he's used his pistol. He will switch to his knives. He still wants to get this grog thing out of the way. Captain Pete is -2 to hit with the knives, i.e. the DR drops. So that's a 10, drops to an 8. Only got a strength of 1, which drops to a 7. So he needs 7s to stab up the grog thing. 1! That means he drops. Weapon breaks, is lost, or misfires. So in the chaos, he slips to the ground. Both of his precious knives that he's had, the whole of this, he even got hold of the Phantom Voyager because of this, get lost in the mud and the detritus as he rolls onto the floor, and the deck ghoul is going to target Captain Pete, definitely, unless the rest of them kill him. Captain Pete is the target of the deck ghoul. We next have XO. XO is going to worry that Captain Pete isn't going to be around for long enough for him to reload. So XO is going to wade in with his musket, doing a D4 damage for the musket, and just try and crack this thing in the back of the head with the musket. He needs to hit 10s. He's got a strength of 2, so he needs 8s. 13, which is a definite hit. So he cracks this grog barrel in the back of the head, only doing 1 point of damage. That's a bit rubbish there. Exor. Stains is going to go for the, instead of going for the deck goals, he's going to panic that the captain's in a bit of trouble, and he's going to charge in and attempt to bunch up the deck goal. So he needs 10s, which is +3, which means he needs 7s. Oh, God. Ignore fumbles. So we ignore fumbles. I don't know what ignore fumbles means. Oh, probably means that he doesn't lose his fists, does he? But he still slips in the mud and doesn't keep his footing. Now that D20 is banished. Get rid of that D20. Finally, we have Bates. Bates is going to drop his musket, pull out his machete, and try and hit the deck goal. 10s. He's got a strength of 3, which is 7s. 18. That's more like it. We should have been using this the whole time. The machete does a D4. 2 points. It's now on 8 points. They're going to get decimated by this. They might. Hopefully they'll get. So everyone else is already fighting on the Jade Rebellion. And then we have the final pirate. 8s, I said, didn't I? Still okay for morale. The final pirate will also go for the deck ghoul. 14 hits the deck ghoul, doing D4 damage with his chair leg, doing 1 point of damage. 7s. All right. Grog barrel. Who is he going to go for? Hold on. We've got 5 of them, so we'll do a D5. We've got captain, and the 5th one is going to be this random pirate. That's number 3, which is Stains. So Stains has to try and dodge a deck ghoul's fist attack, fisting him, which would be 14s, agility of 1, which is 13s. Not looking good. 7s, which is a miss, which means that the grog barrel will punch Stains, doing 5 points of damage, leaving Stains on 2 hit points. I think we want XO is going to have to, on his turn, use the Cross of Paragon, I think. And then he's going to attempt to vomit on XO. XO is going to try and dodge the vomit. He's got a +1 agility. Natural 20. Okay, so he will dodge the vomit. Now, normally, he would also get, as a natural 20 for a defense, he gets a free attack. But XO is going to use that free attack to instigate the Cross of Paragon, which is going to give Stains +1 attack and +1 damage, which would be for D6 turns. So he needs to make a spirit check. Otherwise, he's going to pass out and this is going to be no good. Okay, so it works. But XO passes out for the combat. So for the next D6 turns, for the next 5 turns, Stains gets +1 attack and +1 damage. But XO passes out on his turn. And that was the grog barrel. So now it's the two ghouls. They will ignore XO. Which that would have been XO, so instead that's Stains. So the first grog barrel will come charging into Stains. Stains has a +1 to +1 for his agility. They've got 14s. He needs to roll 13s. Missing, which means they do a, what do? They do a D6 damage. 6 points of damage. Stains goes down for this point. They're going to have to do some healing on Stains after this to get him back up again, or Stains may not be coming with us. And then we have the other one. So now we've got down to 3 people. One, Captain Pete. It's going to charge into Captain Pete. Captain Pete has -2 defense, so he only needs to roll 12s. Natural 20. Okay, natural 20. Captain Pete dodges this ghoul, and then Captain Pete is going to get to be able to draw his sword and do a sword attack on the ghoul. Cutlass D8s. He could kill it. Okay, so he's got -2 to hit, which is 14s. He needs to roll 14s to attack the ghoul. He misses the ghoul. So he got to do a quick attack and he missed the ghoul. As the ghoul sweeps over, he quickly pulls it out, but gets the sword tangled up and doesn't quite get a slice in. That's terrible that Stains went down, because that means the whole of Exor's thing was useless. So, no one's laid a finger on one of those ghouls yet. That was their go, our go, new initiative. We go first. Captain Pete is having a bit of a panic here. So who's up? Stains is down, Bates is up, one of the other pirates is down. The grog barrel is looking a bit pincushioned. Both of the deck ghouls are just jumping around the place like mad little pinballs. And Captain Pete has lost his knives. His knives that he's had for ages. Right, Captain Pete, all right, lads, kill this big bugger and then we'll get those little dancing dance buggers done. But first off, kill this big bugger. So, he's got one Devil's Luck left. He's got his sword. He'll charge into the grog barrel and attempt to slice up the grog barrel. He will use his last Devil's Luck on this one. I'm going to call that a cocked dice. I know it's technically not, and if there was a 20 there, I'd have done that, but I'm calling it a cocked dice. What's we've got? We've got needs to hit, so we've got 8 plus 1 is 9. Does not hit the 12s. He will use up his last Devil's Luck and attempt to re-roll that. Come on. Natural 20. Lovely. Okay, that gives us for attack double damage, and then it doesn't have any armor, but we do get to double damage, which is a D8. D8, so the cutlass slices into this deck ghoul as it comes bounding past Captain Pete. Oh, doing 4 points of damage, putting it down to 3 hit points. Not great, not great at all. Exor, like I could reload, but I don't think we got time for that now. So Exo is going to, Exo could attempt to do some healing on Stains. Do we have, I don't think we've got a healing potion, do we? We don't have any healing. No is the answer. Okay, so Exo instead is going to just try and wade in. Oh, maybe he's going to reload. Exo will spend this turn reloading. He thinks it's the best thing, try and get a shot off with a musket and kill one of them. Stains is down. Bates has switched to his machete, which is only a D4. And so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try and kill the deck ghoul that tried to attack my captain. So he will try and wade in. That deck ghoul, so he's got a strength of 13. It needs 14s. He needs to roll 11s. Not 4. Okay. This is so muddy. The problem is it's really muddy and they keep sliding all over the place. It's muddy and that D20 is rubbish. And so he's tried to wade into that. Not done any good. Our one remaining pirate is seeing this is going a bit badly. 10. He is going to run away. I think that pirate will run away, which is a shame really, because they could do with his help. So that pirate runs away, which means that we're now down to the 3 of them fighting the 3 of them. We've got the grog barrel will attack, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2 is Exo. Grog barrel is going to attempt to attack Exo. This could kill Exo. Where's my D20? Exo has an agility of +1. It's got 12s to hit, so it tries to hit him. He needs to roll 11s. 3 misses, so it's going to try and punch him with his great big slammy fist, which is a D10 damage. Doing 4 points, leaving Exo on 1 hit point. It then has its vomit, which he will attempt to do on Bates. Bates has an agility of +3, I think. +4. Bates got an agility of +4, so it's 10, so Bates needs 6s. 8s is good enough. Good enough for this one. So Bates dodges the vomit, which comes spewing out of the grog barrel. We now have got the 2 deck ghouls that are really sort of trying to mincemeat us. Going for Bates, because Bates dodged, so we've got, which is 14s, which is 4, which means he needs to roll 10s. 17 is fine, so he dodges the first deck ghoul that comes running past. Second deck ghoul goes for Exo, who only has +1, so needs to roll 13s. Missing, so whatever it does, it will hit the 1 hit point, which is what Exo's got. Exo also goes down. I think we'll say that we have. Let's say I don't know. We didn't buy any. We'll retcon that we did buy medkit. It's a spirit plus, because otherwise we don't have anyone. We don't have a series 2. What we have is we have a... Oh no, we could get new crew, couldn't we? We'll just lose XO, which will be sad. We'll lose Sanes, which would equally be sad. But we'll get new people. Stop bleeding, poison, infection, heals D6, presence plus 4 uses. So it would be 6 uses of medkit. Here we go. This has always turned up no, hasn't it? I will give the GM emulator the choice to say, do we have medical kit? Did we buy medical kit? Yes. It actually said yes. We rolled a 7. All right, so yes, we do have medkit. We will be able to use medkit on these 2 before they go, and possibly that one who... Oh no, his head went into his chest, so he's not dying. He's not being... so we've got 2 broken people. We've got a roll on the broken chart, don't we? If you are reduced to 0 hit points, you are broken. Instant death, hemorrhage... Yeah, we'll roll on that, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Last deck goal. Last deck goal. No, the last deck goal just killed XO, I think. Yeah, all right. So now we only have Captain Pete and Master Bears. I think that's what we were doing. Is that what we were doing? Yeah. I'll just say it's that. So, Captain Pete. Captain Pete is going to charge in with his cutlass to try and take out the... Oh no, we've got to need this first. What have we got rolled? Yeah, that'll do. Captain Pete is going to charge in to the grog barrel and try and kill the grog barrel and get this over and done with. The grog barrel only needs 10s to hit. He needs 9s. He needs 7s. 13 hits the grog barrel. We do a D8, where's it gone? D8 damage with our cutlass. It's got 7 hit points left. Come on. 5, nope. Puts it down to 2 hit points. Maybe only Captain Pete's going to get away from this. Now we have young Bates. Young Bates could kill the grog barrel, which probably is a good idea. Although they both got... So Bates has got 11 hit points left. Captain Pete's got 10. They're in a good position. Bates is going to charge in with his machete and he's going to try and kill the grog barrel who has 2 hit points left. He's got strength of +3, needs 10 7s. Come on, 10 hits. Doing a D4 damage, we need 2 or more. 4, excellent. So he runs up to the grog barrel and goes, "You just killed XO!" and swings with his machete with a great big swing, and the grog barrel's head goes and rolls to the ground, and the grog barrel is out of the picture. That's them 2. Now we have the 2 deck ghouls. They don't have any morale, otherwise we could have this over and done with. This took much longer than I thought it was. I do apologise. The first deck ghoul will go for Bates. So he has got an attack of 14. Bates has an agility of +4. He needs 10s. Missing, so the deck ghoul comes running in. So he does a D6 claw attack, doing 3 points on young Bates, taking Bates down to 8 hit points. And the second one goes for the captain, who has an agility of +3, so he needs to roll 11s, but he's got a special acrobatic, so he needs to roll 9s. And the captain dodges out the way, slides to the side quite swiftly. Because you know, I'm good at this. I don't like getting hit, I doesn't. Based on the fact that I've already been going over half hour, we might not get a ship battle into this one. We might just end up getting on board ship and sailing out. So we've got 2 deck ghouls and we've got 2 pirates. So back to the top. Yep, our captain goes first. He's got his long cutlass. He's going to charge in with a slippery mud and try and hit that deck ghoul that's already got one arm swinging from the side because he got hit. We've got -2 to hit, so that's 12s. 19 is good enough for me. Jimmy, he's got... so the one who's already been hit has got 3 hit points left. D8 for the cutlass, doing 5 hit points. He slices the zombie through its very thin, skinny waist. Both halves fall to the side and it starts to scrawl around in the mud. And the legs still keep walking around in circles like a headless ghoul. Bates is now going to... No, boudoir. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can attack the other one. It's got 7 hit points left and my machete only does a D4. But if I roll a natural 20, I might kill it. He's not going to roll a natural 20, is he? He's got a strength of 3. You need 14, so he needs 11s to hit. Okay, fair enough. He swings down with his machete. He hits him in the head. There's a spark of metal as this deck ghoul has a skull plate which cracks the blade of his machete, and his machete basically breaks and falls in half. So he no longer has a machete. So he has a musket that he can use the musket as a weapon and hopefully not miss. That deck ghoul is going to just go for Bates, because it's not going to go for the captain, because he didn't just whack it in the head. So Bates has to dodge, which means Bates needs 10s. No, Bates misses that dodge. So the deck ghoul does, he could do a bite. All right, he's going to do a bite, which is a d4 damage. 1 point of damage at 7. But then Bates needs to make a DR8 toughness test, or Bates will die within 2 days and turn into a zombie. No, he makes it. So he makes that toughness test. So he bites Bates, and Bates goes, "Oh, I don't feel well now." You never feel well, you. The captain, who still has his cutlass, is going to charge into this last deck ghoul. I mean, I could roll the initiative. Yes. Charge into the last deck ghoul. Needing 12s. 14 hits. Doing a d8 damage. If we can roll 7 or 8, he will just cleave this deck ghoul. But 2 doesn't do that. Leaving 5. Bates can't kill it with his musket. Bates is going to back away and reload his musket. Bates will back away and reload his musket on this turn. The deck ghoul will turn to the captain and have a go at the captain, who needs to roll 11s to dodge. No, he needs to roll 9s to dodge, but 8s isn't enough, which means he takes, it will try and bite him. He takes 4 points damage, putting him down to 6, and the captain needs to make a DR8 toughness test. The captain has a toughness of +2. What happens to Captain Pete? Natural 20? All right, he resists it. Like Captain Pete, my veins are too full of grog. Too much full of the rum to be infected by you, fella. And then we are back to the top with Captain Pete with his cutlass. Missing. Bates reloaded. So that means Bates could finish it off. He's got 5 hit points left. Bates' musket does 2d6. Bates has a presence of +3. Bates needs to hit 11s. But it's raining, so he needs to hit 13s. 10 misses. So the shot goes off, goes wide, it misses. It could go to 1 to 2. It goes chasing down Bates. Bates dodges it. Back to the top. Captain Pete. Come on, Captain Pete. Just kill it and get it over and done with. Natural 20. Natural 20. We could just say it's dead. But it does a d8 times 2. This is going to be a 1, isn't it? Yeah, do it. 2 points, so it leaves it on 3 points. Bates is going to charge in and try and kill it. Come on, Bates. No. Now it's going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to Bates. Bates dodges it. Captain Pete. I don't think that hits it. That doesn't hit. Bates will try and hit it with his musket. Hits it. Musket does a d4 damage. 3 or more. No, but I'm going to say that kills it because we've been going on long enough. All right, braining it. We now have a Exo and a Stains laying in the mud and the rain, covered in blood, their own, and detritus, the zombies. We are going to roll on the broken table, which is a d6, to see what happens to them. Depending on what happens to them, we will then either heal them or go running off to the ship, and then we'll roll to try and take the ship. We've been going for a while. That combat, we'll do a ship combat next season. I think we've run out of time now. So, XO. 4, roll a d6, 1 to 5, broken or severed limb, 6, lost an eye. 3, okay, XO has got a broken or severed limb. So we will go with d4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, his left arm. XO has got a severed no left arm, which is going to mean that he's going to have to rest his musket on the stump to fire. So part of the claws biting down onto Exor's left arm means he lost his left arm, can't act for D4 rounds, and then become active with the D4 hit points. So he will then come back up to 3 hit points after, and then they'll go checking on stains. Same thing. 2. Ooh, I don't think 2's good. 2, hemorrhage. Death in D2 hours unless treated. All tests are DR 16 for the first hour, DR 18 for the last hour. So, Captain Pete is going to attempt to fix up stains. He's not great at this. What is this? This will be a presence test. He needs to make a DR 16 presence test, or stains dies. 18? Bloody hell. Yeah. DR 16, so 18 plus his presence of 2 means he's got 20, which means even in the last hour, even if he went off to the pub and came back again, Stains actually survives. We'll make him come to on a D4 hit points. 4 hit points. Stains comes around going, I don't feel well at all. All right, we lost 2 of the crew, so we are now going to attempt, now we'll see, so we then go from this point. Everyone reloads. Who lost stuff? So we can see on their way past, we'll give an 18's presence test. Can Captain Pete pick up some knives from somewhere? No. Can Bates find another machete from somewhere? No, that's only 17, so that's 18. So both of them have lost those bits. We're going to try and get some of those from somewhere, maybe whilst we're on ship. So, charging forwards after that diversion, we go running towards the port and we see that there's a massive fight taking place on the Jade Rebellion. Now the question is, who is winning? Is it over on the Jade Rebellion over here? There's a massive fight. There's like the chaos is all over on here. As the zombies pour through the streets and onto this, and some are falling in, and there's battles taking place on all of the craft over here really. But this is the Jade Rebellion. Now, here's the question. Do we get the Jade Rebellion? Are the crew able to take it, or are the Jade Rebellion crew repelling them? Because we're much easier for us just to sneak aboard the sloop over here, which I wrote its name down. Hold on. It was the Seabat. It'd be much easier for us to sneak aboard the Seabat, and then we can say we fight the crew of the Seabat, where there's 4 of them. We can say maybe there's 2 left, and then we'll sell the Seabat out. Or we take the Jade Rebellion. Now, if we take the Jade Rebellion, we will do a naval combat, because that just seems to be right. That the big ship like the Jade Rebellion will just fight, whereas the Seabat will just pile out. Now, with Seabat is much smaller, is much less well equipped. Captain Pete really doesn't want to have the Seabat, but it might be the easiest one to take. So, our question is, how is the fight on the Jade Rebellion going? Now, how could we do this? How could we work this one out? We could just do a quick 3-round combat, and we could see who wins out of it. We could basically do Captain Pete against Captain Pete in a fight, a cutlass fight. We could say with the same sort of acrobatics. So with the crew being the crew, I reckon the Jade Rebellion is better than Captain Pete's crew. So I've done a little bit here. So Jade Rebellion, Captain. So I think 3 rounds we're going to do. So I think we will have the Jade Rebellion being Captain Pete, and we will have the crew being Exo's not very good at hand to hand, so we'll do that. So we've got Captain Pete, the Jade Rebellion. We'll do an initiative. So we've got an agility of +3 or +1. So we're going to do for our side. So +1 agility. 2. The Jade Rebellion crew gets the upper hand to start off with, as the people of Captain Pete's crew go piling up the sides and piling up the gangway. The Jade Rebellion crew pulls to with their cutlasses and their flintlocks and attempt to rebel borders. So we will have the Jade Rebellion crew Captain Pete crew needs to dodge the attacks from the Jade Rebellion crew, or we could have them making attacks. No, we'll do the dodging. So we've got an agility of +1. They need to dodge 12s. Natural 20. Okay. The Captain Pete's crew gets the upper hand, gets on board, and we'll say that is a win for the Captain Pete's crew. So first round of combat is a win on Captain Pete's crew. Next time round, we are going to have Captain Pete's crew. So we've got the upper hand now. We're on board the crew. We're on board. People are being fought back down below. We're not down below decks yet, but we're on like the deck of the Jade Rebellion. We're swinging on ropes. There's people being thrown over sides. They're fighting on top of and around barrels. Sword fights are taking place. We can see there's bursts of smoke as the rain comes down and flintlocks are let off into people's faces up close range. So the Jade Rebellion crew, which is played by Captain Pete, they are going to have to, so they've got an agility of +3, they could do this. They're going to attempt to dodge the attacks of the Captain Pete's crew, which are coming up. So they need to roll 9s to win this round. 5. They fail. Oh, we've got the Jade Rebellion. Okay. So that's Captain Pete's crew again. I don't like. So that's an overwhelming. That's out. I could make it best of 5. I think the slope, but this means that we might take it. Okay. So we're on board deck. We've pushed them back. We only need one more round. We're trying to get down under the hold, trying to get into the hold, and trying to get down into the hold and try and take the ship. Once we're down in the hold, we've taken the ship. The ship's ours. Captain Pete can come on board, go, right, all lads, we want the fight. We're anchors. Let's go. So who goes first? So we've got who? Let's give the crew of the Jade Rebellion who are down below decks. They get the advantage here. If we roll a 1, then it's the Jade Rebellion crew that goes first. Anything other than no. If we roll a 1, it's Captain Pete's crew that goes first. Anything other than a 1, and it's the Jade Rebellion crew that's got the upper hand at this point. Okay, so the Jade Rebellion crew are attempting to fight back. Now, Captain Pete's crew, which is played by XO, have to roll 12s, +1 for agility, they need 11s to get the upper hand of this fight, and we've taken down below decks. 15, okay. Out of a best of 5, Captain Pete's crew, that dice has rolled poorly all day playing this, apart from this point. We've got 3 out of the 5 necessary. So Captain Pete's crew, the last of the Jade Rebellion crew, is thrown overboard. The Jade Rebellion, the flag of the Jade Rebellion, which is, I don't know, a green flag but with skull and crossbows, is taken down. We come on board. Captain Pete, from underneath his dress coat, pulls out Captain Pete's flag, which is, I don't know if you've seen, I'll put up what I think, hold on. I'll put it up on screen as well, but that was, that was Blackbeard, the pirate, Blackbeard's pirate. That was his flag. So it wasn't like a skull and crossbones. It was that, because they each had like an individual flag. I don't know what Captain Pete's flag is. I don't know. I'll ask GPT to do a flag for Captain Pete. I'll explain who Captain Pete is, and we'll see what it comes up with. And so from under his dress coat, it's not been seen for the last like 19 episodes, but now all of a sudden he's got his flag. He chucks it to one of the people and goes, "Run that up the flagpole. This ship's ours." And we will sail out to sea. Now, I don't think we've got enough time, because that's been going, that's almost an hour. Not got enough time to do a naval battle, which is a shame really. So we will have alright, yeah, okay. We'll do it like a TV series. So as the ship sails out of port, with the chaos all going off, we've got the Jade Rebellion. We now have this frigate. We don't know what's on board. We might need to get water and food. Don't know, and I don't know how many crew we've got on board. So we need to work out how many crew there is. But first off, we're going to start. What we can see is as the ship sails out of port, 2 smaller ships, maybe 2 sloops, will come out of dock, and they are going to start going. We can see the captains of those going, "Take that ship down," and they are going to hunt down, because they think it's the Jade Rebellion. They think it's the actual real Jade Rebellion crew, and they are going to. I'll write these notes so I remember for next one. So they think, I've just written down, they think it's the Jade Rebellion and the Jade Rebellion crew escaping the zombie hordes. They don't like that, so they're going to try and hunt down the Jade Rebellion and take the Jade Rebellion down. And that is the ending of Series 1, where credits will roll, end of Series 1, finale. The ship leaves out and we see these two. So we don't know whether the Jade Rebellion is going to get caught and torn apart, very short Series 2, or they will be, we might have to do some boarding and we'll have to take a slope if they attack us. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing my normal thing. I'm thinking far too fast ahead. I've got all the ships out and everything to try and have combat. I spent way too much on those. And that's sailing off, ending Series 1 of the adventures of Captain Pete and his crew. We've got, miraculously, we all survived. I was positive XO Staines was going to die then. I mean, XO lost his arm. I mean, fair enough. I mean, he can just be called handy. We'll also do XP. XP for all. So how much crew is left? So thank you very much for that. That battle with the zombies took way longer than I thought it was going to. I thought they'd go down really easily because it was 6 against 3. I was wrong. I do apologise. So we didn't get to have a naval battle. Terribly sorry. Well, you know, empty promises. That's me. What is it? Over promise, under deliver. Thank you very much for my subscribers. Thank you very much for following through and sticking with my nonsense. For you who haven't yet subscribed to my nonsense, please do consider subscribing. There's plenty more nonsense to be had. So we'll put up a poll and find out what we do next. First off, you'll be seeing a Call of Cthulhu, which I'll do based on that Ashmolean Museum ideas. And after that, who knows? I'll give you a limited list of the stuff that I fancy playing next, and you can choose what we play next. Beyond that, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much to our members. Thank you so much for all your watch time, and I'll see you later, and I'll stop wittering. Have a good time.